I'd like to thank God and my mother for this award.
Praise Jeebus.
Welcome to Two Mics, No Masters. Loud music, louder opinions. This is Andy.
And I'm Patrick. Andy, what's new, man? What's going on? It's been a while since I've seen you.
I know, right? It's been a few weeks. Just basically trying to get my health back, run into some health issues. So I'm just kind of going through a mold detoxification, as if that doesn't sound depressing, but it's actually really positive. I've been kind of going through some stuff for a while, so nice to have some answers and get on track and have a clear pathway back to just feeling awesome. So
excellent.
That's what's going on with me.
Health is important.
Yeah, definitely. It's been my kind of like mental clarity's been kind of hurting for a while. So, and my energy. So I need to get all that back on track. Yeah. What's going on with you?
I was able to see a couple local bands. One I think I already mentioned, but also at that same venue. It's called Canvas. It's a newer live venue.
Really cool place.
Yeah, excellent place. In Fitchburg, Massachusetts.
Not a great place.
Not. It is not. And was able to see a pretty excellent lineup. It was Sound Out the Braille, which is some pretty heavy, nasty deathcore. Excellent new band.
Yeah, really young kids.
Very young. Yeah.
And they are crushing it. So shout out to them.
Yeah. Also was Suffer a Race. They were outstanding. Noisy, heavy, little chaotic.
I was going to say chaotic. Yep.
Leaning into the power violence territory.
Yep. We know a couple dudes in that band. Great guys. Awesome band.
Yeah. Shout out Jay.
Yep. And Chris.
Jay and Chris.
What's up?
Next was Horrible Earth. They're from Boston, I believe. Sometimes the sound's not always great in this venue. I don't think they really have it dialed in yet.
Yeah.
It's a new venue. But I really liked what I heard.
Oh yeah, I love how the singer just like came out in the crowd and kind of worked it,
Hell yeah.
with everyone kind of in their face and like with the humor and stuff, and just it was awesome. It made me definitely want to engage with them.
Yeah,
it was really cool. Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then was Graviton. They were just high energy.
Yeah,
essentially thrash, right? Like thrashy.
I would say so. Like extremely fast thrash at some points.
Yeah,
like extremely.
Yeah.
Just great stage presence.
Yes.
I know Justin from Pathogenic plays for them, and he's always a maniac on stage, which is awesome. But everyone in that band just like absolutely destroys.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really fun to watch.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then we had the Almighty Entropy.
Yep.
They are not a new band by any means. They're on sort of a reunion.
Yeah.
They reunited after many, many years.
And I believe it was 20. Yeah.
Yeah. 20. Yeah. A long time. They've also been crushing it. They have Isaac from Sound Out the Braille, who plays drums in Sound Out the Braille, has bass duty in Entropy. It also happens to be his dad plays guitar in the band.
Yep, super cool.
So it's super cool. It's a fun dynamic. They absolutely crush it. They play great together. It's really, really cool to see. I hope to see more.
I think they actually sound better now than they did back in the day. to be honest.
Agreed. Yeah, they're they're older. They all are technically more proficient. You know,
Yeah.
they all play better, and they're playing these songs in a way that I don't remember hearing them before. And
Super tight.
yeah, super tight.
Like, I just want to give a shout out to Mark Evans, their drummer. He has like been on fire.
Yeah, he's a machine.
Super tight.
Yeah,
Love it. I was watching him just like, that is unbelievable. Like,
unbelievable.
he's killing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Everybody sounds
Oh, everybody sounds awesome. Justin, everybody.
Yeah.
Mark, all Marks,
Great.
both Marks.
good job, boys. So that was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of that.
Yep, absolutely.
Last week, I had the opportunity to see Terror again. I actually forgot that I had bought a ticket for this show, and I was sitting at home, and I was editing actually the podcast. I was
You're
like,
welcome, people.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Do this for you.
And I got an alert on my phone. It's like, oh, for a show. It's like your ticket, blah blah blah. And I was like, shit. And so I just got up and drove into the city and unfortunately missed most of the show. I missed the opening three, Quick to Judge, Start Today, and End It, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot. I mean,
I don't know what to add to that.
yeah,
Yeah, but I missed the whole show. 'Cause I was like at home, like,
that's right. Andy
so-
decided to just skip the whole thing.
and I don't skip Terror, so that was a big deal. I was
Yeah.
so bummed.
Yeah, I was bummed about Quick to Judge has a new EP out. It's really, I think it's solid. They're getting better. They've been playing a lot too, so I was kind of bummed to miss that. Start Today is like a youth group sounding straight edge band. I don't know that much about them because I'm not that into them, but it would have been cool to see live. Saw a lot of kids wearing Start Today merch, so.
Do they have any influence from Gorilla Biscuits, you think? Or
It
is
must,
that just like
it must be.
Okay.
It must be a nod to Gorilla Biscuits.
Got it.
And End It I missed, which sucks because their record was one of my tops last year. And they usually kill it live, so I was pretty bummed to walk in literally as they were playing their last note.
Yep.
Good night.
Don't end it.
Yeah. Oh, I see what
Sorry.
you did there.
Yeah. How was the parking at that venue?
Fine.
It is?
Yeah, there's a parking garage
Oh,
right
really?
across the street.
That's part of the reason I didn't go. I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't want to get up and have to
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about parking or
Yeah.
something.
It's
know?
actually super convenient.
Okay. Good to know. Duly
It's
noted.
better to get there earlier than later, of course.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's just park.
Is it better there or Roadrunner to park? Roadrunner must have a pretty decent.
Yeah, it's up the street.
Oh, it is pretty close.
Yeah, it's up,
Oh,
it's on the
okay.
same street. It's just a little.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a block, half a block away.
Gotcha.
Not bad at all. Both are good.
Okay.
And I have a somewhat larger vehicle, so I always have to keep that in mind. Anyway, I got to see Pain of Truth. They were good. They've been doing it for a while now. They're tight. They're high energy. They know how to work a crowd. They know what they're doing. They're a pro hardcore band. They were talking about some new material coming out later in the summer. That'll be interesting to see.
Nice.
I'm not a huge Pain of Truth fan. I like them. They're great. They're fun to see live. But Terror, I was really there for End It and Terror.
Yeah.
And 1 out of 2 isn't bad, I guess.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I got to see Terror too, and they always kill it. My one criticism is I don't like big stage hardcore. I don't like. I mean, the stage is high up and the venue's kind of big, and it just, unless the place is packed, it really. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
not Terror's fault because they
Sure.
literally kill every room they're in.
Yep. That's for sure.
You know, and he even made a comment about the size of the room, and it's big. It's the Royale, so
Yeah.
if anybody knows the Royale, it's
Right,
it's a
right.
bigger venue. The stage is probably 4 or 5 feet high. It's probably chest high,
Okay.
you know, and it's a big stage. So.
I've been there in a long time.
Yeah.
Probably for that reason.
Yeah, it's, you know,
Not a lot of shows go there. I guess I want to see anyway.
yeah.
So,
It's not an ideal. I don't think it's an ideal venue for hardcore.
how was the merch prices? Were they actually more?
They were a little higher,
a
of
little
course.
higher? Yeah, because they take out a cut. Probably.
take a cut,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's unfortunate.
So, you know, that's not great.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So I actually left without merch, but that's, you know, I did make a commitment to someone that I would take it easy with the merch.
Yeah.
So I'm trying.
It's hard with Terror. I feel like every show they have new merch,
They
and it's
do.
always awesome. They
Yeah.
always actually crush the merch designs and stuff. I'm like, every time I go, I'm like, I want at least 5 things from Terror.
Yeah.
So well played, boys.
Yeah. Same. You know, it was a challenge to leave without something, but I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, yay for me, huh?
I mean, you got to say that on here because just gonna hear you. So
That's
I'm totally kidding.
That's right.
Totally kidding.
And she'll probably see me wearing it as well. So no, I actually did not. I truly did not buy anything.
I almost texted one of you guys, be like, "Get me a large of something."
Yeah.
I'll just.
I would have
Venmo
done
you.
it, dude. I would have.
Yeah, I know.
I would have.
I gotta settle down.
Of course, if you were there.
could have just got my own shirt. I did buy a ticket, by the way, so I'm an extra idiot. Yeah, so I got the notification too, like, "Hey, the event you're about to miss is tonight."
Not so much. I mean, I honestly, at the point in which I arrived at the show and the distance in which I had to drive to get there, and
Right.
you know, when you do the math, your return on investment isn't great. I mean, I love seeing Terror anytime I can, but I also missed a good portion of it.
Right.
So
Plus, it was a school night.
I could have stayed home, and I had homework to do. I could have stayed home and it would have been fine too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was
no
like,
regrets. I'm just saying.
yeah, same. I actually don't have it, except obviously missing Terror, which is always like a kick to the face. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like just hide my head in shame. The next day too, I'm like, but I was like, I'm glad I didn't go last night.
Yeah.
Because whatever. But that's how it goes.
Yeah. Next time.
Yep.
Next time. Something new you're spinning lately, or
Yeah, I'm actually. If anyone heard the new Anthrax single, it's for the kids. That blew me away. I could not believe how awesome it was. And to be honest, like, okay, if anyone knows me, I'm a huge Anthrax fan, huge. And the past 2 records with Joey, the newer ones, they're good. They're not great. They're good. So I kind of figured they're going to carry on with what they've been doing, which is fine. But man, I'm like, I miss the old days with Joey where it was just awesome. So they put out this new single. I'm driving to work, open up Spotify, and play it. And how it starts out? It starts out actually that really cool, like whatever, whammy bar kind of part was really cool. I'm like, oh, it's something different. That's cool. And it goes into this thrash pace. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And it's going on. I'm like, it's good. It's not blowing me away, but it's good. Whatever. And then it's kind of leading up to this part. It's like, okay, weird. And it breaks into this like super nasty thrash mosh riff. And I almost crashed because I was so pumped. I was like, I threw my hands in the air, my fists were clenched. I'm like, finally, Anthrax is back. It took how long? Like, this reminded me of like Persistence of Time back. It's just super heavy. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is like the stuff that's going to get people moving. I was so excited. So the new record, I'm just so pumped for. And I'm hearing like amazing things about it. So I'm super excited for that.
yeah, I wasn't initially as excited as you are. I know you love Anthrax.
Yeah.
I'm sort of lukewarm on Anthrax. I like some of their stuff, but not all of their stuff.
Yep.
And, but I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic Is it a comeback? Is it?
And it's been 10 years since the last
Well, it's
album.
been 10 years, so I mean that's a
But-
long time. But
It's been written for a while, I think, but because of COVID, they said they didn't want to tour, didn't want to release an album because they couldn't like fully tour. So I think they've been sitting on the album for a while.
yeah,
So
my response to it was similar to yours. I was like, oh yeah, it's good. And then that riff,
Oh, my
and I was like,
God.
holy crap! And
Yeah.
it's just it's funny to me that that one riff changed
oh my God,
how
changed
I thought about this whole song.
everything.
You know. So I'm looking forward to to hearing the rest of it. That I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yep. Okay, what about you? What do you got coming up that you're pumped about?
Coming up, the new Quicksand record.
Oh yeah, I heard that's coming out. Nice.
Yeah, it's coming up. Obviously, we don't really need to say this, but the most recent Terror record.
Yeah.
It's solid.
it's Terror.
It's most definitely Terror, but
It's a-
they threw in some surprises there. Something I wasn't quite expecting from Terror.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it though a lot.
Yeah, good.
It did take me a little while longer to warm up to this one.
Yes.
Which is unusual because right away you're like, oh my God, Terror, and it spins for like, weeks in your car or whatever. But this one was like, interesting.
Yeah.
It actually took, not to be mean, but some thought to go, okay, to process everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but yeah, it's awesome.
I like it. Same. I keep going back to it. So, that's how I know it's a solid record.
I love the ending track where it has like all like the voicemails from Scott Vogel's phone. I really, really enjoyed that, honestly. It's like, it made me think about just like, it's so cool he has people that care so much about him. That like, you could tell they're really good friends for a long time, all these people. So it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out if you haven't heard that yet. Great album.
So as far as some new stuff coming up, nothing is popping out at me. There's some new things that I've been listening to that have come out recently, that have been on heavy rotation that I'm pretty stoked about. One is a band called Half Man. The name of the record is I Can See God. It's heavy hardcore, but it's also a little power violency, a little noisy, very aggressive. I like it a lot. It's a really interesting mix of some of my favorite styles. Leans a little like not necessarily beat down, but very heavy hardcore, especially vocally. I encourage everyone to check it out. And also something that I texted you the other day that I'm pretty excited about. It's been getting a lot of spin from me, is a band called Battlegrave.
Oh, yes.
The album is Enslavement. It's death metal, but there's definitely some mixes. There's a little black metal in there. There's definitely some hardcore, like the vocals, the couple different vocal styles, maybe 3. The drumming switches up a little bit, which is great. Death metal 1 minute, and then some nasty hardcore the next, and
great songwriting, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too. Some of it is super fast.
Yes.
Like ridiculous fast.
Tight, very tight.
Super tight.
Like, wow.
Super tight.
Yep.
So I've been pretty stoked about that. Those are the 2 things that jump out at me this week.
I had sent you a band that I literally stumbled across because I was looking at some other bands, and then I was like, if you like this band, obviously check these guys out, fans of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like literally going down the line, checking out every single band. I'm like, nope, not for me. And then I stumbled across this one band called Old Gods.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally texted you about them, and I wrote filthy metal from Southern California because But that's exactly what it sounded like to me. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot. It was a little sludgy, dirty sounding.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. But then with some clean vocals.
Yeah, they have a female vocalist, and it's amazing. She's very powerful, but like you said, clean sometimes, but perfectly placed. But even because the cleans actually shocked me. I didn't think they would have them at all.
Same.
So it came out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, it fits though. It's good. But man, and I watched some live videos from them. They crush live.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid record. It was not at all what I don't know what I was expecting. Not at all what I was expecting. There was one part that I was a little disappointed by. It was a little cringy to me. Was they on the vocals they used a like auto tune, and you could tell. And
Yeah.
that was a turn off for me because I was like, you would have been
Yeah,
better
yeah.
off just not
Right.
using it.
Yeah, true.
In that point, I would have rather have heard the imperfections in the voice than to hear that robotic tone to it. So that kind of knocked sadly knocked the whole record down like a notch.
Yeah.
For me, because I was like,
You're right. Yep.
why'd you have to do that?
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was a good record.
Yeah, I knew you'd enjoy it when I heard it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's your style.
Totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was good. It combined a lot of different styles that I like. And it's different. I don't know that I would have that's one of the things I like about doing this podcast is I've been discovering a lot of things, and I think you have too, that we haven't we might not necessarily discover.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair to say.
No, definitely.
That's cool. All right. So for today, we wanted to talk about perfect records. And so, what does that mean, perfect record? Is that different than your favorite record? And I would say yes. It's not what I think is my favorite records, and records that I think are perfect are different. A perfect record might not be my favorite by an artist, and my favorite might not be perfect. And I know that sounds crazy. Things can make a record perfect. A lot of things can make a record perfect. What are some of the things that you think make a perfect record, Andy?
For one is no skips.
Yes, definitely.
Don't skip any song.
Yep.
Excuse me. Every track is awesome, it fits with the record too. Like everything just flows, and it's like you can't wait for the next song and the next song, and it's a complete album. Like you said, it still might not be your favorite. You might have another album of theirs that has like you think better songs, but it might be like 3 songs, not 10. Whereas this one has 10 and it's full.
Yeah.
Every song rules. So.
Yeah, or maybe there's another release that you connect to more because it was the first one you heard by that artist. Or, definitely no skips. Like you said, no filler. Like every song.
Yep.
You wouldn't want to remove songs. Still hits all these years. Like, I think many of the records on my list are older. And so when I revisit them, they still sound perfect.
Yeah.
To me.
This is gonna be fun. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. I'm super stoked for this.
Yeah, I think the newest record I have on my list, actually, let me just check this out. This is actually kind of funny. Is from 2021.
Okay.
So that's the newest one on my list.
I think my newest one is 2022.
Okay, cool.
And I don't know what that says about us. There was a few newer ones that I had picked, but for this particular episode, I went with stuff that I think are untouchable.
Yes.
That I think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just what I said, untouchable. Did you? I didn't put them in order necessarily. Like
No.
I didn't rank them.
Oh no, I was just literally firing them out in my phone. Just this one too, this one too, this one too. It wasn't like, okay, this one's got to get moved on top of this one. No, it's just random order.
Okay,
Whatever popped in my head.
great.
Yeah,
because that's essentially what I did as well.
Yep. But actually, what's your oldest record on your list? How about that?
The oldest record,
Mm-hmm.
80s, 88ish maybe. No,
Okay.
82.
Mine is too.
82.
82. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Greatest record of all time. 82.
Okay, I already know it. Oh, I lied. 1971.
Oh, 71.
Yeah.
Crushed mine.
I have one that is, I think, gonna throw
Nice. I think I know what it is.
everybody off.
I think I know what it is.
Do you?
I think so. I think I definitely know the band. I would assume. Maybe not though, because you just said it. I don't know. Hopefully, you guys listening, in your cars or home, whatever, we're just like, oh, I know what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Sick.
When we started this, we actually had much larger lists, and we forced ourselves to cut it down to 10, which was painful.
Yeah.
I had to make some painful cuts.
Sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious.
So, plus we were talking about making the list of stuff that would not be so obvious, but it might be an obvious band that people would know we love maybe,
Yeah.
but not the actual record that we think is the perfect record. So
Yeah.
hopefully it throws you for a loop a little bit,
Correct.
and maybe the style of music. It's not all metal either. It's not all hardcore.
It's
It's
No.
it's whatever. So mine's predominantly like heavy music, but there's a couple that are just like, what? So
Yeah. This is gonna be great.
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do this. Let's set some ground rules. We're gonna do this snake draft style. So alternating every other, and then every other 2 in a row. So you get. We're also going to set the ground rule of we each get one veto, so we can choose to veto something on the other person's list, and then when that occurs, the person using the veto, it has to be in that turn though. You have to veto in that turn. If the next turn starts, you lose the opportunity to veto that. You only get one, and if you veto someone, you have to recommend a better record or album by that artist, or the person being vetoed gets to go to their bench to pick something else. And then in that case, the person using the veto has no say in the matter. We're going to do a total of 20. We'll see where it goes. Did I miss any rules, Andy?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
We may not even follow the rules. We'll try our best.
Yeah.
All right.
This
So,
will be fun.
Andy, why don't you kick it off?
All right. So this one is by my favorite grindcore band of all time, Brutal Truth. Their debut album, Extreme Conditions Demand Extreme Responses. This was actually my first CD I've ever bought. So I remember playing it. It's like the fastest thing ever. This was back in 1992. So it was like, it just destroyed my brain. I'm like, it's still ridiculously fast. But I remember just being like, I think I laughed because it was so ridiculous, so fast. But I love it. I'm a person that loves blast beats and stuff. So that one record set me up to like super fast grind and everything. That just put me into a different world. So I got that one to thank for. Yeah.
I actually agree with that. I let that one stand. That's a great
Okay,
record.
okay, cool.
Impressive that was your first CD.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
All right. So what do
You
you
bring it
got?
home and show your parents. You're like, look,
Yeah.
look what I got.
Totally. Look at this cover. It's like, what? It's like, but there's the lyrics are awesome too. They're not like death metal lyrics. They're really cool lyrics. So, but anyway, the cover's crazy. I had the shirt actually, the OG shirt, the original press of it. So,
Classic grindcore.
yep.
We'll let it go.
All right. Unvetoed.
Unvetoed, yeah.
Oh.
My first pick actually is probably not a surprise for anyone who knows me. It is Quicksand Slip. I just think that was their first LP, not their first release, but their first LP. I think from front to back, it is just fantastic, just perfect. There's never any skips in it, for me at least. Yeah, just an outstanding record.
Awesome.
Great. No veto?
I don't care for Quicksand myself, but I don't know them at all.
Oh, so no.
So I can't veto.
Okay. So essentially no opinion.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
That's cool.
It just never caught me. But I'm excited, like you said, for the new record. I definitely want to check it out.
Also, shame on you for not
I know.
knowing
That's fine.
Quicksand.
I know I don't like it though.
As we've already established in a previous episode, Andy doesn't like a lot of things.
I'll let that one slip.
Use your veto for that. All right, so I'll go again because we're doing snake style draft.
Yep.
My second one is actually not rock at all. It is Nas Illmatic. Came out in 1994. I think is just one of the best hip hop records ever created.
Wow. Okay.
And no wasted space, no wasted bars, no wasted beats, just front to back. Perfect.
Sick. That's awesome. Great description.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever heard that record, so.
Oh my, dude. 2 in a row. What are you
All right.
What are you talking about
Let me just, I'm putting it in Spotify right now.
now?
All right. No, not Nazem.
Even your algorithm doesn't want to cooperate.
It's just like, no, it has to go to grind. Like, damn it.
Dude.
All right, so pulling my list back up here. What do I
Okay.
got? My next one is a band we already mentioned earlier, but not the album everyone thinks. It's Anthrax, but it's the sound of White Noise when they change vocalists from Joey Belladonna to John Bush. Boo. I just heard that. That's fine.
Oh, dude. There's so many people just yelling.
It's ridiculous.
right
I know.
now.
I can hear it through the headphones.
Like this guy.
Yep. You don't know Quicksand. Whatever. Anyway. But hear me out because I'm right. I know everyone's saying it's not their thrash classics and they tried to become grunge. Yeah, whatever. It's a metal release, so shut up. But anyway, it's their most complete record to date. I don't know if the new one's going to be better. It might be. Hey, if it is, great. That's awesome because if it's better than this record, then they just broke the entire world. But I know everyone's like Among the Living and all that stuff. I love that record. And that's my favorite song on it by Anthrax. But this album's complete. Every song it sounds amazing. The songwriting's phenomenal. John Bush's voice is fantastic. I thought they needed to make this change personally. And I'm saying an unpopular thing too. The album before it, Persistence of Time, which I also love. I would have loved to hear John Bush on that record too. So, take it.
I think you're just blowing minds right now.
Yep.
I know that is not a popular opinion,
Nope.
but we don't care.
That's right.
We don't care.
Actually, I'm smiling because I love it.
Yeah, we don't care. I love it too.
All right, cool. So, my next one is by thrash legends Dark Angel, and also not an album that everyone thinks. It's the album Time Does Not Heal. Everyone's saying the earlier albums are better. That's fine. This album, though, is so heavy. Like, when people are like, what thrash album should I listen to? I'm like, listen to that album. You won't believe how heavy it is. It came out in 1993, and it's just unreal. The song, the riffs, I think it's known for, back then it was known for having the most riffs on an album. It was some ridiculous amount of riffs. I had the poster. It said at the bottom how many riffs were on the album. It's so funny. But songs are super long, but constructed amazing. They're kind of like Metallica to me. Like, it's a long song, but it's like, yeah, you see the reason for it. Where other bands have like a 5-6 minute song, you're like, boring, you know? But these guys put just so much into it. The drumming's amazing, guitar playing. The vocals I love. It's just different vocals, I think. But it just rules. So
Yeah. I've heard that record at your recommendation. I don't know enough about it for me to have really an opinion. I've heard it, but I just don't have an opinion about it really. You know,
Yeah.
I liked it.
yeah,
You know,
cool. No skips.
no,
No skips.
I mean, it wasn't a no skip album for me,
Right.
but I also can't argue your point. So,
It's like quicksand for you.
right, exactly.
Because you're like, I don't know any, or for me, I should say, because I don't know any other quicksand. I can't veto it.
Right. Actually, speaking of quicksand, my next pick, and I had kicked around a couple of different hardcore bands. There's a few out there that have perfect records, mostly older hardcore bands. But the one I went with was Gorilla Biscuits' Start Today. I think,
Nice.
again, front to back, every song is good. When I listen to this, it's not, I don't have the urge to skip at all. I'm not like, oh, this song shouldn't be on here, or this song is garbage. It's as a total piece of work, I think it's outstanding. It really, for the style it is, it's perfect, and I think it's been super influential on a lot of bands that came after it, especially in sort of the youth crew genre. They're top tier, I think. Yeah, that was my pick.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, they're super relevant because obviously they headline shows.
Yeah,
Kids love them. Everyone loves them.
everybody loves
It's awesome.
And I think this is probably a record that makes a lot of these sort of lists, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
perfect records, or
Oh, for
you know,
sure.
top
Yeah.
records.
I wasn't surprised. I want to veto it just because of that, but no, I'm kidding.
This would have a lot of these would also make my favorites list.
Yeah, yeah.
So they just happen to be also what I consider to be perfect records.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
But some of them I picked aren't necessarily my favorite record from that artist, but so we'll
Okay.
see.
Cool.
My next pick is actually Fugazi. This is one of those bands where I think has multiple records that could be considered perfect. Not everything they do is, I think, necessarily perfect or flawless. But I picked Repeater, which is their second or their first LP or their second release. I'm not really sure. It was released in 1990. It's considered post-hardcore, but
Yep.
I think everyone knows who Fugazi is at this
I would
point.
assume so. Yeah.
But that record, another one, I think from beginning to end, is just flawless. I wouldn't change anything about it.
That's awesome. All right. My next pick is by Shadows Fall. It's Of One Blood. That's when they kind of, I feel like, started getting traction and taken off. And it's like, I think it's a very pivotal album to the whole movement of like metal. I hate saying metalcore for these guys because they're metal to me. But it started that whole wave of American metal. That was such a pivotal album. The year it came out, I believe it was 2000, and their first record was Century Media, and I think it spawned a whole bunch of bands and a whole movement of dare I say, like real metal. It made guitar solos kind of cool again, almost like it started that whole trajectory. So to me, that album crushes front to back. And live, they were at that stage. I mean, they were always great live, but live, that's when they really started coming into form and just catching everyone's attention. Like, who was this band? Like, they got pretty their name out there and pretty well known after that. So it was their first album with Brian. So they made a big change and it worked.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll agree. I don't know that that's my favorite.
No, it's not mine either.
Shadows Fall record, but I can't argue the points you made.
Yeah.
I always put them in the same category, right or wrong, as Killswitch. That sort of new wave of American metal.
Yeah.
At that time, right around 2000.
2000. Yep.
Yeah, 2000-ish. Even though they sound very different.
Oh yeah, big time.
But they were both, I think, integral in sort of that movement, pushing that forward, and they're both of the bands that I mentioned are outstanding live bands.
Mm-hmm.
They perform the way you want to see a metal band perform.
Right. Exactly. Yep. It's so true.
Awesome.
All right. My next one is actually Killswitch.
Ah, all right.
Yeah. And
All right.
I think it's probably everyone's least favorite, just because it kind of gets overlooked because of what came next. But my favorite is the first self-titled. It's their first record.
Okay.
Because to me, it's funny because Killswitch is a metal band, obviously. But that first record, pretty hardcore. It's right there. It's like, what, is it hardcore? Is it metal? They actually headlined playing that full record for This Is Hardcore in 2014, and I was there for that, and it was awesome. I don't know. It's funny because it didn't, like, obviously still kind of some of the same riffs still lived on with those guys, but the style they had on that record was so good. It actually has my favorite song on there, Soilborn. It was so good. And I wouldn't see him for a long time because I was so mad about Overcast breaking up. Sorry, Mike. But it took me a while to see him, maybe like a year after they formed, because I was just so bent about Overcast. But after seeing them, I was like, oh, these guys, okay, they're amazing, fine, whatever. I was kind of like, almost like, oh, it's good. But the first record's amazing, and what came after, obviously, is big things for those guys. Changed the name of the game. So,
yeah, I agree with everything you just said. That the record that comes after that absolutely changed the game. It might be my favorite, but I'm not sure. I really like that first one too. When I used to think about metalcore, that sort of sound was what I used to think of. That's changed a lot over the years, because I think metalcore as a sound has progressed, and it's still, depending on who you ask, you might get a different answer, because even within metalcore, it's so diverse.
You're right.
I was going to use a veto for that, but then I was like,
oh, nice.
I'll let it go.
Okay.
I think you're right. I think, especially for that style of music, it's pretty perfect.
Okay, and just to be clear too, Shadows Fall and Killswitch both have numerous perfect albums to me.
Okay.
It wasn't like I just picked those because those are the only ones. It couldn't have been obvious. I had other more obvious ones too, but yeah, I wanted to make it less obvious. Make someone go, what? Really? Okay.
All right. Well, let it go. It's your list, man. And honestly, I have not heard anything that's so offensive that I need to use a
I know. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm waiting for something to hear from you. I'm like, no, get that out of there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe this next one.
God, I hope so.
So my next pick is should not be a surprise for people. Maybe the record that I picked is a surprise? I don't think so. It's a goth masterpiece from 1982. Goth rock, post-punk, whatever you want to call it, led by Mr. Robert Smith. My pick is The Cure, Pornography. So, not necessarily my favorite. I think it's my second favorite by them, but I consider it to be a perfect record, front to back.
That's awesome.
All right, so I'm next.
Yeah.
Again. All right, so my next pick is one of my favorite records of all time. Released in 1998, coming out of Bristol, England. The band is Massive Attack, and the album is Mezzanine. A lot of people go with another record by Massive Attack as their peak or their best. I think this record is absolutely flawless. I go back to it a lot. We had talked about at one point about records that helped us through some dark times or some, just helped us when we needed it, I guess. And this is one of those records, and I didn't remember at the time when we talked about it, but going back and revisiting this, I forgot how important it was. So yeah, Massive Attack.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I can't veto either one of those because I don't know either band.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you're safe.
Love it.
Okay. My next band is the Godfathers of Hardcore, Gnostic Front, Liberty and Justice 4. Probably now one nobody would pick, but I love it. It's just so raw. Roger's voice is raw. It's out of control. It's like unfiltered. It is like almost like no sense to it. It's just like, let's just try this. And his voice just came out like that, which I love. It's like unhinged. It has a lot of thrash elements to it. So it's almost like crossover Gnostic Front era, which I love. This record and Cause for Alarm to me are the best because I like metallic hardcore. So, but yeah, that it's just in your face, just aggressive hardcore. And I think it's their best record.
I cannot let that slide.
Here we go.
I'm going to use my veto for this. This is hardly a perfect record and hardly their best work. So that you can take that and put that in the back seat and put in Victim in Pain. If you're gonna pick a record by them, we're gonna go with Victim in Pain.
I do not care for Victim in Pain at all.
Good.
That hurts.
That's what you get for picking in Liberty and Justice for All.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm ashamed.
You should be ashamed of your choice.
Not mine.
You should be ashamed of your choice.
I'm ashamed to have...
Says the man who doesn't know quicksand.
Ugh.
I know. It's harsh, dude.
You're lucky I'm still sitting here right now. You could have at least said Cause for Alarm. I would have lived with that. Yeah. Or like One Voice, maybe.
Yeah. I was actually going to say Cause for Alarm. But I know how much you dislike it. And if I'm going to use a veto, I'm going to make a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one because that hurts because it's not my style at all, hardcore.
I think it's
at all.
I think for that style of hardcore,
and I get it, but
it's perfect,
right? Because people will be like, "It's Victim in Pain," obviously. Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah. But an argument could be made for that, and so I'd be curious what other people think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to agree with you. So
maybe yeah. Not
for the most part.
Maybe not
for the most part.
There's a few hardcore records that I knew were obvious choices that I left off because I think they're pretty obvious choices.
Yeah. I would think Victim in Pain is like one of the most obvious ones because it's considered one of the top hardcore albums of all time.
Yes, I just couldn't let your choice slide, dude. It's offensive.
Wow. All right.
Anyway,
Let's get past that.
All right, we'll move past it. It's all good. You know.
So,
let us know what you think about that. It's
God.
just crazy talk. I know.
my next choice was my newest record from 2021 by Buffalo Legends, Every Time I Die, called Radical. I think it blew me away. This album is amazing. And the reason it blew me away is because I was never a fan before this album at all. I checked them out many times and I was like, just don't, not really. Didn't catch me. And for some reason, I don't know why I listened to it, because I never liked them, like 15 other times. But I listened to it and I was like, this is unbelievable. Everything just hit so perfect. Everything was in place for me perfectly. It just worked. I don't know. And then I could not stop listening to it, the whole thing, like on repeat. Just nonstop, day after day after day.
That's cool.
Yep.
I lost interest in them at some point. Like, I really liked their first record, and then their second one a little less.
Yep.
And then I just, being easily distracted sometimes, I sort of never really went back. So,
which is why it's funny you say that, because that's why I like Every Time I Die, because my attention span is not great, and they change it up so much.
They do.
This album is just like it's sporadic. It's crazy.
Okay.
Like tempo changes, like everything. So Keith's vocals are amazing. Yeah.
I don't know enough to argue that, so I think it's probably a pretty solid choice.
It's amazing. Production sounds top notch.
Yeah. I mean, somebody could be like, "What are you, crazy? That's not even close to the."
Well, here's the worst part about it. You know how you don't care for a band, so you don't put any effort into seeing them live, because I don't really care for them. So I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see these guys in this tour, and they break up. I'm like, really? Really? After all of this time, I could have seen them probably a billion. I probably have seen them at Metal Fest or something like that. Yeah. But when I actually want to go see them, like when they play a show, like their own show, I'm like, I can't wait to see them, and they literally break up after the record comes out. Like, cool, so never again.
Yeah,
good.
They're like, forget Andy.
Pretty much.
Andy sucks.
They're like, ooh, that dude who was bad-mouthing us for 15 years?
Yeah.
Never. Yeah, see you later.
Too late.
Nice one, pal. So, yeah.
All right. So my next pick could be considered one of the greatest singers and songwriters in American music history. That is one Mr. Marvin Gaye.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the album is What's Going On, released in 1971.
Okay, that's a 71.
71, which was before I was born. But this particular record, I listen to a lot. I go through phases, I'll listen to a lot, then I'll put it away for a while, and I'll go back. Every single time I come to the conclusion that it's a perfect record from front to back, no skips, and I think the lyrical themes are just as much relevant now. It's a deeply personal record, socially conscious. I think it's musically flawless. Yeah.
Yeah. How can you not love that?
Exactly. All right. So, my next pick is the Beastie Boys. I initially wasn't sure if I was going to include the Beastie Boys. In my opinion, they have multiple perfect records. I went with Paul's Boutique. I think from front to back, there's no skips. I think it was or is a brilliant record, especially coming on the heels of License to Ill, which is also a good record. I think it's just an outstanding hip-hop record.
And I know that record was considered a flop when it first came out.
It was, yes.
Which is crazy, because now it's like a considered their best, I think, pretty much
Yes.
by a lot of people.
They have other records, like I think Ill Communication is pretty damn near perfect.
Check Your Head's good too.
Check Your Head, yeah.
Even Hello Nasty is really good too.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I want to veto this one so bad, but I know what's coming up next. I don't know.
You don't know what's coming up next.
That's the thing. I just
You don't?
I'm gonna let it slide.
All right. Okay. So I think it's...
Was that was two? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
your turn now.
Next band is pretty much my favorite band of all time, Living Color. Their sophomore album, Time's Up. It's unreal. From the opening riff and drums, they're so fast. I think it probably surprised a lot of people because, everyone knows Cult of Personality. That was the title. The opening track off the first record, and then they come out with this, and it's just like, it's a pretty heavy album considering, has a lot of different styles though still on it. They mix it up a lot, which is nice, but solid record front to back. Definitely no skips. I just love the band, so they can do no wrong in my eyes, but lyrical content's amazing. A lot of racial, things they talk about, which is nice. Made people aware, a lot of, lyrics like that. Just, they had some hits from the record too, which was cool.
Yeah.
But not their biggest one.
I knew this was going to be on your list.
Yeah.
I know how much you love this record. I have no argument to that. I remember listening to it a lot when it first came out. What year did it come out?
1990.
1990.
Yeah.
But I haven't really revisited it since then. So I couldn't argue this if I wanted to. I knew it was going to be on your list though. So.
I want to pick Vivid because Vivid had Cult of Personality. I'm like, well, that's too obvious.
Too obvious.
Yep. All right. My next pick is the greatest album of all time. That's how it is. Just deal with it. Is Michael Jackson Thriller.
I agree.
What words are going to come out of my mouth right now to just add to anything that anyone thinks about this record?
Yeah, if you
Nothing.
don't know it,
Yeah.
you get to know it.
Yeah, if you don't know it, stop listening to this podcast and go put it on right now.
In terms of pop records, I think it's top tier. It's
Amazing.
solid front to back, every song.
I think like Billie Jean's probably the greatest song of all time.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Forget it.
Awesome.
It's over.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's I did not expect that. All right, so my last two picks. My next one is pretty obvious, I think. It is Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Not only was it my introduction, it was in my parents' record collection, so not only was it my introduction to heavy music, I just think the record itself is a flawless composition, front to back. Every riff, the whole thing, the drums, the bass, the everything, the way it is, I think, makes it a perfect record. I know everybody talks about it, and it's one of the albums that gets the most probably airplay, but it's because it's perfect in my opinions. Opinions. I had an extra S there.
Might as well. It's that good.
The Sabbaths.
The Black Sabbaths.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of all the tracks that are on that record.
Not a single skipper, which is why I chose that record. The first one is a lot bluesier.
Oh, yes, that's right.
But
okay.
this one comes out and it's like from front to back, just heavy. And I think it just gets heavier as it goes.
I always wish that they would redo the records in like today's, like with today's equipment and like production, how heavy it would be. To me,
Oh,
they
sure.
would sound like Crowbar heavy,
Yeah,
which I would like.
They-
That'd be amazing.
that would be amazing. But I wonder how much it would change it. I wonder if it'd make it just a whole different thing. You know,
Probably.
given the technology and the, you know, including the amps and the guitars and the instruments and the recording
Right.
technology. I mean, that was some heavy stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But I wonder too.
Yeah.
They had-
But I know I want it so bad because I'm like, you know how heavy this could be.
Yeah.
It obviously already just is heavy riffs, but imagine like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it sounds insane.
All right.
Cool.
I know that's an obvious choice. For me, it's a critical album. That's why I included it. It's also
Yep.
perfect.
Nice.
All right. So my last choice is actually a grindcore record.
Oh, all right.
I may have talked about this band before. It's a band called Warm Rot.
Oh, okay.
Warm
Yep.
Rot.
Yep.
The album is Hiss. They are from Singapore. It was released in 2022. I think it's brutal, but it's also super creative and unpredictable. I think it takes grindcore beyond blast beats. Like, it shows you what grindcore can do without sacrificing the grind. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's still
Yep.
very much grindcore, but takes it to a whole new level.